Assalamu alaikum dear students. In the series of learning C programming, we are discussing functions in C. In the previous video, we have discussed some programs based on the functions. And in today's video, we will discuss one more concept, that is how we can pass array as an argument to a function. Or we can say what is the need of the array, what is the need of passing array as an argument to a function. That all will be discussed in today's video very minutely and thoroughly. Chunki أسۍ چھِ پران C programming تہٕ C programming منٛز چھِ أسۍ پران functions منٛز چھِ أسۍ وٕچھ اَسہِ پٔتمٮ۪ن کینٛژن ویٖڈیوَن منٛز چھِ کینٛہہ پروگرام تہٕ تِہُنٛد آوُٹ پُٹ تِہنٛز ؤرکِنٛگ وٕچھ اَسہِ پٔتمٮ۪ن پروگرامن منٛز پٔتمٮ۪ن ویٖڈیوَن منٛز تہٕ أزکِس ویٖڈیوَس منٛز چھِ اَسہِ وٕچھو أسۍ کہِ أسۍ کِتھ کٔنۍ ہٮ۪کو پاس کٔرِتھ array as an argument. چوٗنٛکہِ عام طور ییٚلہِ أسۍ وٕچھان چھِ أسۍ چھِ کران pass by value or pass by reference یا أسۍ چھِ کران function call by value or call by reference یا call by address وَنوس أسۍ تہٕ تَتٮ۪ن چھِ أسۍ کران address pass یا چھِ کران أسۍ کانٛہہ value pass یا چھِ کانٛہہ variable pass کران. چوٗنٛکہِ أزکِس یتھ پروگرامس منٛز وٕچھو أسۍ کہِ أسۍ کِتھ کٔنۍ ہٮ۪کو اکھ array pass کٔرِتھ کُنہِ functionس as an argument تہِ وٕچھو أسۍ أزکِس یتھ ویٖڈیوس منٛز. First of all, for example, أسۍ نِمو اکھ example with the help of that example program we will discuss it is working. For example, if I have 60 students in a class and I want to calculate the marks of the 60 students, average marks of those 60 students by using the functions. What I had to do? First way is that, we can say, option is that we can pass the marks of 60 students to a function using 60 variables. اکھ وتھ چھےٚ یہِ کہِ أسۍ کرو فار ایگزامپل اگر مےٚ فنکشن اَسہِ چھِ سٮ۪ٹھن لڑکن ہٕنٛدۍ مارکس سوزٕنۍ أکِس فنکشن پاس کرٕنۍ أسۍ کرو 60 variables کرو أسۍ ڈِکلیئر تہٕ پتہٕ کرو پاس تِم 60 variables to a function. مگر using a 60 variables and declaring a 60 that is not a good programming. That is not a good programming practice. So at that time we use a array. تمہِ ساتہٕ چھِ أسۍ کران array because we know that when we are using the group of data items of the same kind, of the same data type, at that time we use a array. So I'm such as istemal arrays. So what we have to do? First of all, we have to declare the array. We have to declare the array of 60 students. Then after that we are going to pass the name of the array. So let us write a program in C, and after writing the program we will see that it is working as well. So first of all, what we want to calculate the marks of, for example, 5 students, average marks of the 5 students by using the functions. So what we can do, first of all, we will declare the function. Obviously we have to include the header files, stereo.h, conio.h, etc. So now first of all we will declare the function declaration. What we want to return function. In function declaration we want that the called function will return the something. What the called function is going to return, that is return the average. So integer, we want that the calling function will return some integer value. And for example, avg is the name of the function. And in the parameters, in these parameters, or you can say in these arguments, what we are going to pass. We are passing the array, because here we are going to discuss the array as an argument. We are passing the array as an argument. Obviously, what we can use here data type of an array and bus total, because these subscripts tell the compiler that it is an array. These are the array notation. And what we want to send another data type. That means we are going to pass 2 arguments to a function. We are going to pass the 2 parameters. First is the array. Array means the sum of the marks of the 5 students or 10 students or 60 students. And in the second argument is the number of the students. Total number of the marks of how many marks of how many students we are going to pass, we are going to calculate. That is type of integer. And after that, in the main function, while, because the function is returning nothing, so I write here when In the main function, I am going to declare an array. For example, array is of that integer. Int marks is the name of the array. I want to calculate the marks of the 5 students. Average marks of the 5 students. So size of the array is 5. Name of the array is marks, and the data and the type of the array is integer. That means the marks are in the integer format. Equal to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I am going to declare as initialize the array at the same time. That means compile time initialization is going here. You can get compile time initialization. You get declaration to initialization check is at it's the compile time. And next integer type sum equal to 0. Sorry. And I float average. Obviously the average is maybe in a float as well. Can you take a pointer? 3.5 or 8.5. So I am declaring here average. And after that, average, this is a function call. Print the average marks equal to percentage d average, and that is. And after that, I am going to define this function. Data type is int. Here I am going to declare another variable int n. No need. Take it easy. Here return type is int. Name of the function is average. Int marks integer and int I sum equal to 0. Float average for I equal to 0, I less than n, I plus sum equal to sum plus marks of I, average equal to sum divided by n, return average, and that is. Here I have written a program. I have write down here a program which will print the average of the 5 marks of the 5 students using the function by passing the function as an argument. Obviously, we all know that the execution of the program starts from the main function. अच्छा सारनी पता yes execution of the content program the C program such as start calculated main function पर. In the main, for example, Yousuf Sir this memory, the memory manager provides us a memory. For example, this block of memory has been allocated by the memory manager for this main function. In the main function, what is there? There is int marks of 5. That means in the there is this. For example, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and the name of this is marks. And what I have done here, I have initialized this array at the compile time. That means 5, 10, 15, 20, and 25. Obviously, we know that any memory location contains the address the properties of the variable are the address, second one is the data value, and third one is the name. Here this is the index. For example, 100 is the address of the first byte, 104, 108, 112, and 116. Because we know that integer takes the 4 bytes of the memory. The size of the integer is 4 bytes. So gonic byte is marks just now. The marks it contains the address of the first byte. We know that the name of the array contains the base address of the array. We have already discussed it in the previous video that name of the array contains the base address of an array. What is the base address? That is the 100. Suppose the base address of this array marks is 100. Base address of this array is that is going to be stored in marks. This is marks of name of the array. Address of the first byte is base address. So already name of the array, because array act as an internal pointer. We know that array also acts as an internal pointer. Array name. Marks it is an internal pointer, that means it contains the address of the first byte. And they must obviously address, 3 must 8, 7, because integer it takes 4 bytes of memory and size 4 byte. Google half, but when you turn 4, even 8, 4 byte, even sure. And secondly, I have also declared one more variable here, average. Variable average. And after execution of this line, the control will reach here. Average marks and 5. Average marks 5. Because I want to calculate the average marks of 5 students. That means total number of students is 5. What is marks? What is marks? Here I am going to call. This is a function call. Function call. Function call I am passing the 2 arguments. This is the argument pass. First one is the marks. What is marks? Marks is actually the name of the array. Because array loop now gets marks. Here I am only passing the marks name of the array. What's the name of the array pass? Average function. Okay, and 5. What is 5? 5 is the size of an array. Size and marks. For example, this memory is managed memory. You allocate memory for this AVG, average cursor. Average. Control will jump here. Control can jump here. Which average can int average int marks. Chunki here marks is walk of variable. Here I have declared under variable marks here. And you marks with the 2. What is marks actually? What does marks contain? Marks contain is 100. What is 100? 100 is the base address of an array. Because we know that the name of the array acts as an internal pointer. That means it contains the address of the first byte of an array. Here, first byte of an array, that is address of the first memory location. That is 100. That means you have 100 the sum pass and you mark you use the variable switch off. That means answer. Now this mark is points to the first byte of an array, first location of an array. That means A of 0. Marks are 0. 0 to location is point. Okay. So what is passing here? We are passing here addresses. That means call by the average function. This main function called by passing the address reference, not by value. Value is array can call by reference because the address are going to be forced. And second parameter is 5. What is 5? 5 is the actual value. 5 int n. They can block a variable and the 5 that is stored and so on. Okay. And after that, control will reach here. Here I have also declared 2 variables, I and sum of type integer. Go base variable after I, sum. The sums I am initializing sum to 0 to sum. I am assigning 0 to sum. That means sum contains 0. And under variable, after execution of this line, I have declared under variable average. For example, this is average. What does average contain? Average it may contain some garbage value, obviously. And after execution of this line, for I equal to 0, that means I am initializing I by 0. I less than 5. Kya? I less than 5. What is I? I is 0. 0 is less than 5. That n, sorry, less than n. What's the value at n? N is 5. Kya 0 cha? I cha? 5 पर लागू? Yes, condition is true. When the condition is true, the control will reach here. We have already discussed the working of the for loop in previous video. Sum equal to sum plus marks of I. Take care. Sum equal to sum. Sum में क्या है? Bracket में सुन. For simplicity. Sum में क्या है? सुन. 0. Sum equal to sum plus marks of I. Marks of I. That means marks of 0. What is I? I में क्या है? 0. Sum equal to sum plus marks of I. That is what is I? I value क्या है? 0. That is marks of 0. Because marks is connected here. Marks of 0 is this location. That sum equal to 0 plus marks of I. Marks of 0 so locally. That is 5. 0 plus 5 equal to 5. Obviously. Okay. Second one. And after that, control will reach I plus plus. I क्या was 0. ये क्या बनी? ये बनी 1. क्या है? 0 plus 1 equal to 1. Then control will I less than n. 1 shall not put 5. Yes. Condition is true. Control will be sum equal to sum plus marks of I. Sum क्या है? 5 plus marks of I. Marks of I. Marks of I. What is I? I is 1. That means the pointer this location. 1th location of marks. Catch 10. Okay, this is the 0th location. This is the 1th location. That means 10. Good. Marks of I. What is 2? 10. That equal to 15. Okay. 15. ये तब I plus plus. I was 1. 1 is just off here. क्या बनी? No value prone to erase. So बनी 2. Now I points to second location. 2. Sum equal I less than n. 2 shall not be 5. Yes. Condition is true. Control will reach sum equal to sum plus marks of 5. Sum, what is sum? Sum to 15 कहता है. 15 prone कैसे खत्म plus marks of I. Marks of I. Marks of I. Marks of I में क्या? I 2. That means second location. Marks of 2. That is 15. That is 15. That means 15 plus 15 equal to 30. I plus plus. I was 2. 12 gets ahead. That will become 3. New value will be 3. And then condition will get checked. I less than n. 3 shall not put 5. Yes, condition is true. Control will reach here. Sum plus marks of I. What is sum? Sum is 30. Okay, previous value is 30 plus marks of I. Marks of I. What is I? I is 3rd. That is marks at 3rd location. That is 20. Equal to 50. Okay, 30 plus 20 equal to 30. I plus plus. I was 3. It will become 3 as gets off here. So only 4. B. I less than n. 4 shall not be 5. Yes, condition is true. Sum equal to sum plus marks of I. What is sum? Sum is 50. Plus marks of I. Marks of I means marks of 4th location. That is 25. That is 75. कैसे? 5 7 5 से 75. I plus plus. Yours 4. It will become 4 plus 1 equal to 5. Condition I less than 5. 5 shall not put 5. I less than n. 5 shall not put 5. And no. Condition is false. False condition. ये मुंसारी control body mun यहाँ पर evaluate average. Average. Second one is average. This equal to sum divided by n. What is sum? Average equal to sum. Sum क्या चुने ऐसे? 75. Which divided by 75. Divided by n. What is n? N is 5. 5 1 is 5. 5 5 is 25. That means 15. Average is 15 points. Can say average 15.0. That means now this average contains 50.0. Can 5 divided by 5 equal to 15. So now sum was 75 divided by n. N was 5. Was 75 divided by 5 equal to 15. That will get stored in average. Coming gets stored average. Return average. Average गछि वापस return. मगर कहाँ गछि ये पे आए फंक्शन कॉल आए ये पे ये वापस उठ एवरेज गई रिटर्न रिटर्न क्या गई एवरेज 15 दैट मींस एवरेज 15.0 15.0 गछ ये रिटर्न एंड इट विल गेट स्टोर्ड इन एवरेज गछ कम किस एवरेजस मज ये एवरेज ऑफ मैन प्रोग्राम दैट मींस यथ एवरेजस मज 15.5 and after execution of this line the control will reach here print the average marks equal to percent f because we have here we have declared average as float and format specified for float is percentage f that is percent average coming to store average में क्या है 15.5 तो print gets में here print gets में 15.5 it can go and print the average of the 5 students of a class by passing the array as an argument let's call it this array as an argument they pass by value as well as pass by reference दोनों चीज गई इस्तेमाल आपने क्या जी इंसान array करस अस्करी pass by reference we have only passed the address of an array and this 5 we have also passed the value that means copy of this ये copy ये तुमको खरी address so both the call by value as well as the call by reference concepts were used in this program I hope now you have understood how to pass the array as an argument so obviously ये साथ ये मुझ control वापस कैसे तो yes average function से it will get erase ठीक है erase क्या है memory का है मुझे ये हमारे memory का है मुझे ये memory करिए deallocate करिए memory वापस से ऐसे memory manager so I hope now you have understood how to pass the array as an argument and inshallah in the next video we will discuss how to pass the string as an argument okay we know that so what are strings are nothing they are the character array these are the strings are the character array so inshallah in the next video we will discuss the one more program based on these functions and in that video we will discuss how to pass the string as an argument till that video take care bye bye